birds flying high. You know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new way for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly up in the sky, you know how I feel. Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Peace and sleep when the day is done, you know what I feel. And this old world is a bold world, but a new world for me. And I'm feeling good. Yeah, yeah. Sun's in the sky, you know how I feel, don't you know? Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Freedom is mine, I know what I mean. This old world is a new world and a new life. It's a new life, it's a new day, a new life. It's a new world, it's a new day, it's a new world, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Yes, I am. I'm feeling good. Please allow me to share with you, Hong Kong, a chapter from my musically influenced life. I am the youngest daughter of a very famous American and international rhythm and blues icon by the name of Rufus Thomas. Rufus Thomas, along with Elvis Presley, was two of the most influential people from the Memphis music history. Rufus Thomas was an international star, and he, this is at the Wattstax concert back in the day. He was very innovative in introducing rhythm and blues in the South. He also was the first artist for the Stax recording label. He also was the primary disc jockey for radio station WDIA in Memphis, Tennessee. And they were the station, the only station, where you could play Black American music in the South. So they were very inventive and pioneering all the Black American R&B and soul and jazz that was coming through the South. What was it like to be the daughter of, they say, music royalty? Well, in this picture is me when I was in my teens, and my dad, along with B.B. King, Eric Burden from The Animals. It was nothing for B.B. King or Otis Redding or Al Green to come through our house. But what was it like for me? Really wasn't a cakewalk. It wasn't easy as some people think it was. Because you see, separate from my own family, I had to find my own value, my own aspirations, my own voice. Aside from their fame, I had to find out who I was. And frankly, I didn't really know who that was. Well, as time went on and I kept working, I got offered a contract, a recording contract for the West End music label. I recorded 2 records for them. The first one was number 10 on the pop charts in the UK. Also managed to get up to number 1 on WBLS in the 80s, which was one of the biggest radio stations in the country. It had pretty good success. In fact, the first record is still what they deem a classic. Today, the kids are still playing it. When I go into some of the discos, it blows my mind. But it just goes to show you that sometimes when you hold on to your vision and you keep breathing life into it, that it really can last. It gave me a sense of my own value and my own worth. And once you have a sense of your own value, you know, the game changes. I want to encourage you today to have the courage to not be perfect. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all good. Nothing beats a failure but a try anyway, right? And having the courage to be vulnerable, it's a link to your humanity and your joy. It's all good. You can do it, even if there are no, in spite of the fact that there are no guarantees. Things have a way of working out for you. I worked myself into a situation in New York City where I was able to do a lot of TV shows. I did Saturday Night Live with Eddie Murphy. I had a lot of fun doing skits. Worked with the Platters, famous old doo-wop group. Got a chance to learn how to sing all those old doo-wop songs and all those 5-part harmonies, which is really beautiful and great. Recorded and toured with Luther Vandross, who is like the dreamiest singer, who's no longer with us anymore. But, and that's Roberta Flack there. I toured and recorded with Roberta Flack for about 7 years. And then I got a call one day from Stevie Wonder, who asked me to go on the road with them, with the In Square Circle tour. We were out for about 9 months. It was one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had in my life. But just the fact that these people saw that there was something about me that they felt was valuable sort of gave me a sense of my own self in the middle of everything, that, yes, I do have something to offer, and I do have something to say. Now, as time goes on, there was a lull in my career, and my uncle Bobby Taylor called me. Bobby Taylor is a former Motown artist and producer. He produced the Jackson 5's first 3 albums. I've known him since I was a little girl. He lives here in Hong Kong, and he called me up and asked me what I was doing in Arizona besides burning up. And I said, burning up. But then he said, well, why don't you come to Hong Kong? And I was like, for what? They don't know anything about me over there, or our music, or R&B, jazz, do they? And he said, well, you'll be surprised. You really would. You need to just come and check it out. Well, I said, well, I could reinvent myself over there, right? You think? He said, well, you never know if you don't come. So I got on a plane, had a few pieces of luggage, no job, and I came. Well, I had some lean months, but you know, change is one thing that's constant. You can always count on that, right? As bad as you think things are, they're always subject to change. At any rate, I started working really hard in Hong Kong and singing all over town, bringing the blues to Hong Kong, and found out that there's a humongous blues community here. Had no idea. But I'm really having a great time here, and as I continued to having fun and believing in my vision, this vision that I've always had, and just breathing life into it, I was contacted by an agent who believes in me here in Hong Kong, has really had my back to the fullest, and invited me to do a command performance for C.Y. Leung. I guess you would call him the chief president. I mean, the chief executive. That's like the president, right? It's a pretty big deal. So I went from no job to being invited to do a command performance for the president. It's kind of like a rags to riches story, but it really happened to me. And if it can happen to me, it can happen for you in your dream and in your vision. Let me encourage you today to let your light shine. No matter where it shines, let it shine, because your light is in your song, and in your song is your light, and in your light is you. Let yourself shine. Ooh. Some people wish for fortune. Some people wish and live for the pain. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. But some people think that the physical things define what's within. But I've been there before. That life's a bore, so full of the superficial. Some people just want it all. I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you, baby. If I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings and everything, but it all don't mean nothing, no, if I ain't got you. Some people wish for a fountain that promises forever young. And some people think 3 dozen roses, that's a way to prove that you really love them. Hand you the world on a silver platter. What good would that be without no one to share, and no one who really just simply cares about me? Some people want it all. I don't want nothing if it ain't you, people. If I ain't got you, people. Some people want diamond rings and everything, but it don't mean nothing, no, if I ain't got you, you. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you, baby. If I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings and everything, but it don't mean nothing, no, if I ain't got you. It don't mean nothing if I ain't got you. It don't mean nothing, no,